Hi everybody, Kyle here. A lot of you wanted to see my art studio, and it's just a garage, 16-foot wide garage, and this is my view, what I see out front. That's my drawing table, my projector, my easel. So anyways, let me start you off in a tour here. Is that up top? Well, let me say, this is my toolbox. It's just a Craftsman toolbox. That's where I store all my art supplies. Up top, I got my varnishes, my paint brushes. I use Masters Touch paint brushes. And I usually wear them out after a couple of paintings, but they're pretty inexpensive to use. As you can see, I got picture hardware, miscellaneous stuff. I got CDs. This is one by Jason Morgan, excuse me. And it's a wildlife pictorial CD. It's good for reference material, and it's always good to have reference material. I always keep pictures and clippings from various magazines that I can use later on. And I got a space for my laptop when I'm not using it, laminating, sandpaper, reference material, pencils, scissors, and clamps are in here, or in this drawer. Over here I got my charcoal drawing stuff. I use General. Then I got my electric erasers. I got 2 of these, and these work really well for erasing stuff. And I also got one by Vanish, which is really good. I highly recommend this one. It's I picked it up at Jerry's Artorama, and it erases anything from graphite, charcoal, and colored pencils, and it replaces the gum eraser, hard erasers, vinyl erasers, and some needed erasers, and but I highly recommend that. And right next to it I got my colored pencils. They're by Prisma, and they're a water-based pencil, and I use these on my paintings as well. And I mean, they're oil-based pencils, but they're water resistant, so I can actually draw on the painting that I'm working on. And I got 132 colors. I bought them all, so it's good to work from. They're a soft leaded pencil. Their pigment is permanent, which is smooth, and they're easy to blend. And my acrylics, I use Golden acrylics. They're heavy bodied acrylics. I like them because they're heavy bodied, and they resemble oil paints, and they clean up real easy with water, as most of y'all already know. And right below it I got oil paints. It's Winsor & Newton. I started off as an oil painter about 20 years ago, and then just recently went to acrylics, where I've been starting with acrylics, and then I go over the acrylic with oil-based paints, and then I do my final touch-up work with those Prisma colored pencils. And down here I got the mediums. I got some oil paints up here and some acrylic because I didn't have enough room, but like this black paint here, it's oil. It's Permalba, but I find that it's a lot darker than Mars or Midnight Black, so that's why I use that. And this is zinc white. The store ran out of titanium white, so I bought zinc white, and I don't like it too much because it's transparent. My choice is titanium, and I got some Bob Ross stuff in here. In fact, that's where I learned how to paint, was from Bob Ross about 20 some years ago. And but they like these Prismacolor pencils. You know, I picked up that tip from Thomas Kinkade. He's a pretty famous artist. A lot of y'all have seen his artwork. And down here I have a light pad I do my tracing with. I just took it out of the thing so you can see it. Got masking tape, vellum paper, regular tracing paper, and I got drawing pads in here and just different weights. And I got some tools down here, just miscellaneous tools. Oh, and I got this Dremel tool. Whenever I, especially like on your hard panel canvas, and sometimes on your regular canvas, stretch canvas, you get glue splotches on it. And this thing's got a grinded tip on the end of it, and you can actually put a little bit of pressure on the board or the canvas and it takes the glue right off. And down here I got a this is made by Masterson. It's a palette for acrylic painting. It keeps your painting, your acrylic paints workable for up to 3 to 4 days, depending on the humidity and temperature. And for oils, I went to a glass company and had a piece of glass, 1/4 inch piece of glass cut, and that's what I use for a palette. And down here I got a case for my 35mm camera, and then I got a smaller camera which has the same pixel as the 35, and I got a case here for my projector. I got it out so I can show you, and this is it right here, the projector. I'll tell you a little bit more about that in a few minutes. Okay, and this is my easel. It's pretty big, but it doesn't move around. I like that. And this is my hot light. This is the best light I've found, because a lot of times if you use a regular light and you're painting at nighttime inside your house, excuse me, and the next morning when you look at your painting, your colors are way off. That's because of the lighting. So the hot light, I bought it at Office Depot for like about $30 to clamp on. And I made this board. It's a 1/4 inch board. It's 24 inches by 30 inches, so I can get a large canvas on there. And I made these bars that go across. I use a Allen wrench. I just loosen it just a little bit, and I can raise it up or down, because I stand when I paint, and so my painting tray is waist high, and so I can just reach in there and get whatever I need. Also I have this cheater board that made it as well. It slides back and forth, so I can put my hand on there and paint, and I don't have to use a maul stick. It frees up my hand. And I got my paper towel holder I rigged up, and and I put some outlets on either side of the easel. See? Okay, and this is my French easel. I use this whenever I'm doing plein air painting. That's when you go outdoors and actually paint on site, and I like that. It's portable, so it's good. Okay, and let me show you some of my paintings that I recently did. A lot of you have already seen this, but I'll put them up there again. This is a painting of some macaws I did. I took about 40 hours and about 60 layers of paint to paint that. That's done in acrylic with a gloss varnish over it. And right next to it is some chickadees. That took about 30 hours and about 30 layers of paint. So I like painting birds. Birds are a good way to start learning how to paint if you're just beginning, because you got so much going on. in the painting. Okay, and over here I have my drawing table. It tilts, and whenever I'm doing my charcoal drawing or colored pencil, I use this table. And I got my camera there. That's my 35mm camera that I use. And I got my laptop that I use. And this is a tripod. That's what I have my projector sitting on. And I bought it on Amazon for like $30 or $40. It's actually a music stand. I had to cut the edge off because this is only 13 inches wide and my laptop is 15. So now I could put my laptop on there and paint. Now, and this is my laptop. This is what I do a lot of work on. I'm going to give you a little demo on how I get the painting onto the canvas. Okay, so what I did this morning is I did a sketch drawing. Took me about maybe 8 or 10 minutes to do this, and I drew it out on regular paper. Okay, and once I do that, I run it through a scanner, and I get it onto the computer that way. Let me pull the image up for you. If I can find it here. Okay, and there it is. There's the image. That covered bridge. Okay, now once I get the image onto the laptop, I hook a HDMI cable to my projector, and my projector is an Epson projector. It's about $400. Anyways, it projects the image up onto the canvas for me, where I can trace and draw directly on there, or I can paint with it for that matter. But that's the image. But I can do all kind of stuff. Whoops. Straight again. But I do a lot of this is how my paintings start. Just like that. Okay, and I can take any image, like for example, let's see here. Let me just pick one here. Okay, here's a picture of a cougar or a puma, mountain lion. Let's see, I can trace the image right directly onto the canvas. And it's a pretty handy tool. Costs a lot of money, but comes in very handy. Okay, well that's about it for my tour. I'm going to be posting more videos. I've been having a lot of requests of people wanting me to show the process of my paintings from start to finish, and so I'm going to work on doing that. Thank you.